Okay, first graders, here we go. This is our subtraction chapter. We're on chapter 2, and this is lesson number 12. And today we're going to subtract from 10. Let's watch a movie first. Okay, today's lesson is called Subtract from 10. Our essential question is, how do you subtract numbers? All right, so we're starting on page 179, and my page doesn't look exactly like your page. It looks like your page has a tiger on it, and the tiger says, "Math makes me roar." All right, here we go. We are going to use some tools. Miss Allen's going to get out her tools today. We're going to use these cubes, and we're going to show this story. There are 10 tigers playing in a field. 4 tigers go away. How many tigers are left? So let's go ahead and build our 10 tigers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you notice how I put those? I did that on purpose. I put those in a 10 frame formation so that we can see this. All right, so now it says that 4 tigers are going to go away. So we're going to put some, we'll get my writing tool out, and we're going to put some X's on the 4 that are going to go away. So let's go ahead and we're going to mark off this one, and this one, and this one, and one more. So how many tigers are left? And we can see that there are 6 left. So let's write our problem now. We're going to say 10, take away 4, and remember we call the answer the difference. It equals 6. The difference is 6. All right, let's move on to the next page. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. It says, see and show. There are many ways to subtract from 10. Subtract 5 from 10. 10 take away 5 equals, and they want you to use your writing tool to go ahead and write in that answer as 5. So I'll go ahead and we're going to write 5 right here. 10 take away 5 equals 5. The difference is 5. Now subtract 7 from 10. And they've done that already. They've X'd off 7 of those cubes, and the answer is, the difference is 3. So go ahead and use your tool to write the number 3 right over the top of theirs. All right, we're going to go to the next problem. Okay, these are my favorite. We are going to use Miss Allen's pattern to complete these next problems. So we're going to start with 10, and we're going to subtract and write different ways to subtract from 10. So whenever I do this, I love to use a number pattern. So that's what we're going to do. So you can make your page look like Miss Allen's page today. All right, so 10, and we're going to start with take away 1. And we know when we take 1 away from 10, we end up with the number right next to it, which is below it, number 9. Then let's take 2, and you see my pattern. There it is. The answer is 8. 10 take away 2 is 8. Now, let's increase this to 3. 10 take away 3. And now our answer is 7. 7 and 3 equals 10. So subtraction and addition are so interesting that way. I love the way that we can tell different problems doing subtraction and addition. All right, 10 take away 4. And that's the answer is 6. And boy, can we see that pattern, can't we? 9, 8, 7, 6. And then over here I see a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this has got to be a 5 next. 10 take away 5 is 5. We know that from our hands. We have 2 hands with 5 fingers on each hand. All right, 10 take away 6, because we have to increase that number now 1. And our answer is 4. 10 take away 7 equals 3. And finally, let's do 10 take away 8 equals 2. All right, wow, we can sure see that pattern. Okay, make your page look like Miss Ellen's page. All right, we're going to do the talk math at the bottom of the page, and we're just going to talk this through. It says, when would you use subtraction in a real-world situation? Explain. Well, I can think about that very easily. So whenever I am handing out cookies or any treats or anything, I have to always make sure we have enough. And so I take away from the amount that we have as I'm passing them out. And whatever the difference is, it better make up for the rest of the kids that are in the class. And that's one of Miss Ellen's way to use real-world subtraction. Okay, let's go on to our On My Own page. That'll be on page 181. All right, so you may use counters if you need to subtract from 10. And some of these are subtract from 9, I noticed too as well. So go ahead and solve these problems and write your difference on the answer. Whew, that was a lot of problems you had to do. Okay, now we're on problem solving. Number 27, it says, Marissa sees 10 flamingos in a lake. 2 of them get out of the lake. How many flamingos are there still in the lake? So we can go ahead and I'm going to use my writing tool. And I'm going to write a number sentence, 10. And subtract. We're going to subtract 2 flamingos that get out of the lake equals how many flamingos are left? 10, and I'm going to go down 2 points on our number line, 9, 8. So your answer is 8 flamingos are the difference. Okay, so we're all finished with this one. We're going to go to number 28. Okay, number 28 says there are 10 Jeeps on a safari. 5 of the Jeeps leave. How many Jeeps are still on the safari? Okay, I'm not sure if that recorded or not. So there are 10 Jeeps on a safari. 5 of the Jeeps leave. How many Jeeps are still on the safari? And I use the example that we have 2 hands, 5 fingers on one hand, 5 on the other. Take 5 away. How many you still have left? 5. So that's how we got our answer, 5 Jeeps. Okay, we're on the hot problem of the day. There are 10 parrots on a branch. Seven of them fly away. The answer is 3 parrots. What is the question? All right, so we're going to do this 2 different ways. I'm going to also do writing tools, but I'm also going to type. But first, I'm going to write the problem first. We have 7, or I'm sorry, it said we have 10 parrots, so 7 are going to go away. All right, so let's go ahead and redo that. I'm going to erase that. We're going to come back up here and erase that answer. All right, let's go back to our writing tool. And this time, I'm going to make a 10 here. 10. And then we know that 7 go away. 7 fly away. And the answer is 3. What is the question? So the question is, and this is where we're going to get, I'm going to type it out for you to write. I'm going to type it right here. Okay, so the question is, how many parrots are left? So we're going to write how many parrots are left? All right, as soon as you copy down that sentence, you are all finished for the day. Great job, boys and girls.